Hello friend and welcome a new video on my channel. Season 6 and the brand new Call of Duty mobile update just dropped. That just means we have a handful of new bumps and nerves to take a look at, as well as a brand new top 5 guns that you guys need to be using. So I'll be covering my go-to weapons for ranked based on the current meta, while also taking into consideration how easy a weapon may be to use for beginner, intermediate, and pro players. You guys could definitely trust me on my list, speaking from a top 100 leaderboard player, as well as the player who competed in last year's World Championship. So let's just say I know my butt, of course. This wouldn't be a complete top 5 guns list without some honorable mentions. All very good guns that just barely didn't make the cut. However, before we get into the video, make sure you guys like and subscribe because 97% of you guys are not subscribed, which is just insanity. So make sure you guys sub and help me out. We are on our way to 1,000 subscribers. Now, let's jump right into the top 5 list. Starting off hot, at number 5, we have the MG42. Just a side note, I will be adding every single build for each gun in the video, so make sure you guys stick around for that and try them out yourself. Alright, so the MG42, one of the newest weapons added to the game, but it definitely has earned its spot on this list. In my opinion, I see this gun a lot less now in ranked, probably because the other 4 weapons are just slightly better. But for all of you LMG users, this is definitely the go-to weapon. Obviously, depending on how you want to build this gun, you do have the ability to build it with 250 bullets in your mag, so you won't need to constantly reload, and it's great for players that want to play more passive and hold down power positions. I'd recommend using this gun basically like a human turret, especially on maps like Firing Range, where not only is it a lot more long range, but you have a lot more angles where you can wallbang with this gun. And in terms of skills, the Mythic variant for this LMG is absolutely great. I use it all the time. But if you are a free-to-play player, good news, because the MG42 default iron sight is actually pretty solid. Up next at number 4 is the Oden. So this AR has been quite popular within the last few seasons. I would 100% recommend using this gun if you do have the Mythic skin. It definitely is pay to win with the red dot sight, and especially because the default iron sight just looks hideous, in my opinion. With this lower fire rate, this AR definitely shines in terms of time to kill and its long-range cross-mapping abilities. So if you have good positioning, this gun will help you hold down long-range angles and shred your opponents across the map. Now onto the number 3 weapon on my list, which, of course, is the M13. Alright, so this is actually my current personal favorite AR, even both before and after the recent nerf. Without a doubt, the M13 is one of my current go-to weapons for when I want to sweat and use a more aggressive assault rifle. It gives me the freedom to play both passive and aggressive, which is just amazing. If I had to compare this AR with any other weapon, it would definitely be the Grau, but even better. So for any players who enjoy using the Grau, the M13 will feel really good to use. Although with the recent update, the M13 was in fact nerfed, this gun is still viable and actually a great choice of weapon with both a fast time to kill and a fast fire rate. The recoil control is also very easy to learn, so the number 3 spot on this list is definitely well deserved, in my opinion. I personally use the Mythic M13 because of the red dot iron sight. But for free-to-play I would recommend substituting one attachment for that red dot because it really does help with the accuracy. And as much as I hate to say it, the M13 Mythic is slightly paid to win. But if you do have the skin, it is an absolute beast of an AR, and I would 100% recommend trying this gun out.
Taking the lead. Friendly airstrike incoming.
Now, the number 2 weapon of Season 6 is the FR.556. As you guys may know, the FR.556 was nerfed in the most recent update, but of course, I had to try it out and see if it really was a significant buff or not. And then let's just say I was nuking with this gun almost every single game. The FR.556 has a very easy recoil control pattern paired with its fast time to kill. The nerf just definitely didn't seem to have any major impact on the ranking for this weapon, as I had the FR.556 as my number 2 weapon of last season as well. I would recommend you guys to try the gun out for yourselves and see what you guys think. Obviously, I personally do feel like it didn't have a big change on the gun, but let me know how you guys feel about the weapon now. Before we get into the number 1 weapon of the season, here are my top 3 honorable mentions that you guys might want to try out. First, we have the Fennec, arguably the number 1 SMG in the game, and personally, I prefer the Fennec over both the CX and the Switchblade. This SMG is actually my most used weapon in rank this season, even ahead of guns like the DRH and the FR.556, which I think just means if I can consistently hit leaderboard using an SMG during an AR meta, so can you. And this is definitely the gun to do it with. So for all you aggressive SMG users, the Fennec is the go-to. Another honorable mention is actually the Man-O-War Thermaround. This AR paired with the Thermaround attachment can definitely cause some smash devices. But the reason why I actually really enjoy using this weapon, besides the fact that you can basically kill players behind walls and after you die, is actually its ability to take down score streaks and operators. So we all know how annoying ballistic shield users are, but the Man-O-War can beam down Goliaths and choppers with ease. So it's definitely an AR to have in your loadout for specific moments like those.
Taking the lead. Enemy taking Bravo.
Now, finally, the number 1 weapon of Season 6. By no surprise, it is still the DRH. This AR has dominated both rank and competitive scene for quite some time now, both with and without the OTM mags. In the recent update, COD Mobile didn't decide to nerf this gun, meaning it is still the top AR in the game, especially paired with the 25 OTM mag. This gun is still an absolute beam, allowing you to 2-tap headshot across the map, although it has a slightly slower fire rate compared to other weapons. But don't worry, the time to kill makes up for it completely, even in closer range situations. You can still get away with a lot using this gun, so definitely would recommend for both beginners and advanced players that want to climb leaderboard. And no wonder both OTM megs are banned in comp, which is also why this gun is so dominant, because although the 2 OTM attachments are currently banned, this AR is still one of the most used guns in the Pro Scena. So I guess you can say the DRH will remain the number 1 gun in COD Mobile for at least another season. Alright, guys. So that basically wraps up my top 5 guns list of Season 6. Make sure you guys let me know in the comments what you guys might change into my list, or if I'm missing. Thank you guys for watch my video. Don't forget like, share and subscribe. Have a good day friends. See you on my next video.
Capture